Ah, you're here today. I've been meaning to talk to you. Since you approached me first, I assume you're going to ask about the work details today. Since you're typically clueless at what we do here. I am mildly impressed by your ability to remain employed. If not, I do apologize for my immediate assumption. So, you were going to ask me that. Although, you will have to wait. I would like to begin a casual discussion with you before continuing. Many of the employees here seem to refrain from doing so with me. But you are always up for the occasion, which is why I appreciate it when you come to work, especially on my shifts. A standard discussion question, which can often be used either casually or formally, is, how is the weather? Therefore, I will be asking you this question. My fellow coworker, how do you view the weather today? It is chilly. I would have to agree. When I arrived this morning, the weather was freezing cold, and I had forgotten my jacket. I was sure that I would catch hypothermia, but I didn't. Don't you believe that to be fascinating? Indeed. Not catching hypothermia under those circumstances was quite a stroke of luck. However, I do believe I will come down with a cold within the coming days. Therefore, I intend on calling sick leave when the time comes. I am sure that you will miss me on the days I am absent, since I am one of the few people you talk to at the office. Rarely, you'll even smirk at one of my remarks, despite my lack of humor. Have you come down with the sickness as well? Your cheeks seem to be turning red. Unless you are simply blushing, since I am attractive, or you like my voice. You're embarrassed? That's quite the emotional response. Very well. I will refrain from continuing with how badly you'll miss me if I were to go on sick leave. I believe you shall find comfort with the end of that discussion. Let us attempt to switch topics, shall we? Oh. Did you know that caffeine can increase the athletic output of an individual by 3%? If we are going to continue in the workplace, we will need that 3% to prevent burnout or frustration by the end of the day. Do you mind setting up the coffee machine and making both of us a cup? And add extra sugar to mine, please. Delicious as always. Throughout this year, you served me plenty of cups of coffee, and each time you perfect it. It's rather impressive how consistent you are at serving coffee to me. Since you're inconsistent at arriving on time to work, submitting finished documents, and filing paperwork for each day. Interesting how I am the one of the few things you care about on a day-to-day basis. No. I am not teasing you. I am listing observations. It would be unbecoming to mock or belittle a coworker. I choose to refrain from doing so. It would be ignorant of me to disregard your fondness towards me. Although, in some cases, it can even be seen as rude to pretend your indirect affection doesn't exist at all. If you would really be happier by me dropping the subject, then so be it. Let's talk about the work details today instead. Here it is. We should work together today. Splitting this paperwork evenly should make us quite efficient. Do you mind if we share a cubicle? I'm not too big, so we can both fit. You seem apprehensive. I can assure you, sharing a cubicle is perfectly normal. If all of the work is done with this approach, we can be finished by noon. Then we'll have more time to talk and drink coffee. It sounds like a splendid idea from my perspective. Great. So bring in a chair and we'll get to work. I'm glad you're easy to convince. It's always cute when you begin to understand something. Like a puppy receiving a toy for the first time. Yes, I said you're cute. Is that an issue? Or simply unprofessional? Either way, it shouldn't prevent us from doing our jobs today. You like being showered with compliments and praise, don't you? All I ask is that you don't get too flustered, so we can continue. As I anticipated, we're done much sooner than if we had worked separately. We make quite a pair. Now we have a bunch of time to ourselves. So, my fellow coworker, what do you plan on doing for the rest of the day? You seem very comfortable now that there's nothing to do. You would like to talk to me? It's a shame I'm not the best conversationalist. Alright, so be it. I'll try my best to satisfy your interests. Holding a conversation with you may help my social skills overall. So it may be beneficial. I'd like to say something first. Isn't this job boring? Like, it's incredibly run-of-the-mill, and yet it pays super well. File papers and scribble on a few documents. Then, shabloomy, as the kids say. Paycheck. I know, right? Some people would kill 4-hour positions. But personally, I find it to be redundant. Especially after being here for so long. I'm just glad you're around. And that you have a crush on me. It keeps me a little entertained when you're flustered. Or when you're staring, then forget that I can look right back at you. It's quite adorable. Why do you seem surprised? You being smitten for me was quite obvious. It is quite strange how when I brought it up with the other employees, they barely had a clue on what I meant. Maybe you've been good at hiding it. I'm still unsure on that part. Oh, I do not mind that you like me. You are an excellent friend, and I shall be lenient on your attitude towards this job, since that is not too important to me. But, if we compare each other's hobbies, strengths, and ability to work cohesively, then we are quite compatible, aren't we? You'd be an ideal partner in a relationship with me. You still seem shocked. Am I approaching this the wrong way? I am quite sorry if I am. I haven't really progressed that far with any romantic encounters in my life. I was hoping you'd accept quickly, so it is simpler for me to learn. It would be my first genuine relationship. My first for a lot of things, if you are willing to go this way with me. I tolerate you deeply, passionately, even, and hope you're still willing to reciprocate those feelings back. Oh, you're hugging me. Tightly. I haven't had this feeling for quite some time. Is this a usual response to someone else's confession? It feels warm. This hug is good. No, don't let go. I like it. Or, actually, you should let go, now that I think about it. We're gonna receive some awkward stares at the office if you continue. Though, I must reiterate, I appreciate you for hugging me. You would like to go on a date after work? Of course, I will accept your request. Since we seem to share similar feelings to each other. At the end of the day, I will accompany you to that small bistro a few blocks from here. Now, let us hang out here for a little while longer on company time. And thank you for falling in love with me.